Hey Flosstube, it's Julie, the Gulf Coast Stitcher, back for another video. Today is Sunday, April 15th, and I thought I would do a stitchy update and show you a few new things for the shop. First, shout outs, people that are not new, I'm sure, but are new to me that I listened to and watched this week. Snug Harbor Crafts, Debbie and Kef. The energy that those two have is amazing. They're mother-daughter, which I love, and I just absolutely love watching them. They're super motivational, I guess is the best thing. And Kef, if you're watching my video, I too think that Buxom's White Russian is the lip gloss to have. So, wearing it for you today and sharing it with all the people. White Russian. This is amazing. It's like minty and plumping, and you can put it over lipstick or go nude like I did on my lips today. Love it. So I thought I would share that with you. Country Stitchers are taking Flosstube by storm. Liz and Deb are friends who met each other at a stitchy retreat, or I think that's what it was, several years ago, and the amount of knowledge that they share on their channel is just awesome. Like, I'm taking notes the whole time, writing things down. They're in Lancaster County, Pennsylvania. Yeah. And they do a surprise subscriber giveaway, which I think is awesome. And that's something I may start doing in the future. They just say, you're the winner, whether you knew that you were entering yourself in anything or not. So I really like that. So go check them out if you haven't yet. Stitching Social, I am obsessed with your shows. I have watched them all at least once, maybe twice. I love the Stitch With Us video. You could tell how, like, completely tired they were, and it was just great. I watched it at like 5 o'clock in the morning while I was packing orders for the shop, so it was great to keep me company. And the last one that I just found today was Miss OhSewCrafty, and she has a zillion followers, like 3,000 plus, so I'm sure you all are already watching her. But she did some really beautiful work and lots of back stitching, which hats off to you for that, because I am not into back stitching. I'm trying to keep it brief today because I have a ton of things to do outside of the house. Look at the shirt. Put a bird on it. I thought this was so cute. If you can tell from watching my videos, I'm like obsessed with stripes, and I think that it's probably because when I was 100 pounds heavier this time last year, I wouldn't wear stripes to save my life. And now I'm like, all the stripes, I love them. Super cute. I like this little bird. So, yeah. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna go fast, rapid fire, because I'm trying to keep the video short, and like I said, I have to run some errands here shortly. If Dan the man or the kids interrupt this video, I apologize. There's Sarah right there. She's texting me, and the one time I never remember to put my phone on airplane mode. Dan is outside working on things, as he always does during the day, so he may be in and out, or you may hear him grinding on stuff out there. He loves power tools. I don't know what it is, but he does. One thing I wanted to say before I get into my stitchy progress and stuff for the shop, I just want to apologize. Apparently I've offended someone for referring to my stitching friends as you guys. It really bothered me that it bothered somebody else, I guess, and I'm pretty proud of myself for not saying y'all all the time, which is a bad habit that I'm trying desperately to break. So if I say you guys, it's not meant to be derogatory or to in any way, you know, classify women and men in the same category of gender. I don't know. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend anybody by that. So if I say you guys, I'm going to really try not to. Anyway, you all, y'all, yuns, friends, stitchy people, whatever. It wasn't meant to be offensive, so I'll try, but I can't make any promises. And if it does bother you, then I'm sorry. It's probably going to happen inadvertently. I'm sure it's regionally, like a regional dialect thing. I don't know. But anyway, enough about that. My WIP, as you guys all know, until Monday, and then I'll have to switch things up a little bit, is Prairie Life. So I started on words. I got like 1.5 horses done. The trees are done. This tree in the chart is filled in with another color, but this one is not. So I'm just going to go with it. But I do need to put a few tree trunks in still, I see over here. I'll have to give this thing a once over because I've been bouncing around like crazy because I get tired of one color or the other. So yeah, this is happening. I have put a few stitches in on this. I know that Mama Joan is done and hers is framed and is beautiful. Kelly's not done yet, so I don't feel bad about that. Monday starts Here Lies My Needles, Sal. So I'll be working on that, but I'll still work on this because I absolutely love this piece. Also, this chart, which was a Nashville release, is now available in the shop, and I have quite a few copies. So if you guys wanted the Prairie Life, you can pick it up from me or directly from Beth Twist, either way, or from wherever you shop, but I do have it available for you guys. Back into the Mama Joan bag. It goes. I love this bag. I love it. It's so squishy. I talk about it all the time. It's like comfy. So it's holding all my goodies for that. So that's my only WIP and all the progress that I've made. Okay, we're going to start bouncing right into haul. It's 6 minutes in, so that's pretty good. Not haul. I shouldn't say haul. I guess it is kind of haul because I bought it, but it's for the shop. Before I do that, I did enhance my own stash by 2 little purchases. And this wasn't a purchase, actually. This was a gift. Heather, the Perfectly Imperfect Stitcher. Look, these are available to purchase for the Here Lies My Needle Sal. And then that's her business card, so you guys can... That just jumped right onto my computer. Can you believe that? That is the power of the rare earth magnet. I love that. I'm trying to hold the magnets on the back. So, cute little fella. There you go. So I got those from her, and I got 2 scans of Dirt Road that I was desperately afraid I was going to run out of on my Prairie Life sampler. So that's it. That's all I enhanced my stash with this week. But the goodies that I purchased for you all to enhance your stash at the shop are as follows. I'm going to rip through these as I normally do. Hold, please. Move some stuff around here. I'm going to go through these rapid fire. This is where you get a piece of paper and a pen or pencil. Jot down stuff if you want it. If it's out of stock, shoot me an email. I hope that you all feel like I have been very good at replying to your special request. I think I've managed to order almost everything that everybody wanted, with few exceptions. I can't get Lizzie Kate stuff. I try. I'm on the list. I get some things, then I don't. So I'm kind of bowing out of the Lizzie Kate hunt. There are plenty of shops that still have Lizzie Kate and plenty of online retailers that still have stuff. But for me, I don't want to make false promises to you guys. And you guys, there it is. I'm sorry, to you all. And I don't want to make false promises. I see that I can get it, and then when I get my invoice, it's out of stock. So that's all there is to say about Lizzie Kate. Okay, here we go. Elizabeth's Needlework Designs, Halloween. Let me tell you that these have become some of my favorite charts recently. Antique Bird Sampler I have a few more to show you today. I love this. And it has satin stitches and some back stitching, so I may give this a go. Dan's making a lot of noise outside. Don't know how to say that. Citrullaz? I don't know. Pumpkins and kitties. How cute is this? It goes along with Pumpkin City. And then Magic goes along with that one as well. No kitties on this, but there's a bird and a frog. Amy loves toads. Look at that. If you don't have that, get it, girl. And there's the bird. All the things that we love. Love that. Stitching in quilt. So I have stitching in Halloween that some of you have purchased. This one is the quilt version. There's also a Christmas version and a spring version. Stay tuned for those. Sarah Mary Larkworthy, 1727, Hands Across the Sea. I have one copy of this, so I don't know if I'll reorder it because it has I mean, if you want it, I will, but for regular stock, it has so many satin stitches. Pretty much, I'd say half of the chart is in satin stitches, which is a lot. But hey, if you're looking for something new, there you go. I do love the colors. It only has 5 colors on it, so that was awesome. Jenny Bean's Creation Sampler. This went into my personal stash enhancement as well. I love it. God said, let there be light, and there was light. Amen to that. Happy Sunday, right? Okay, Jardine Privé. This is the, I don't know how you say this, but I'm going to call it the Easter globe. So you have the globe with the bunny and the eggs with bows. How cute. Ah, sorry. Hold your horses. This is awesome. Ready? Dun, 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 dun. Little Red Riding Hood. I don't know how you say that in French either, but Little Red Riding Hood's globe. So she's in there and the big bad wolf is on top. I love it. I love it. And the big bad wolf is wearing clothes. Hello. We need this in our life. I teased about this on my community page, Gulf Coast Stitches community. If you're not a member, get with it because I post lots of updates there. I know that Lisa Sparkman has to have this because it has a chicken on it. Look how cute. And a kitty and a bird. I love that. I ordered this for a customer, ordered a couple extra because I'm sure someone will want red, white, and bloom as we get closer to summer and we start pulling out our patriotic goodies. This has only 6 colors, 3 crescent colors and 3 weeks dye works with DMC conversions available. I made a mention in a previous video that Brenda Gervais had DMC conversions on her charts. She does not. This is Sarah texting me. Sorry about that. Just let her know that I'm good. She does not have the conversions, but you know they're available everywhere. So if you have trouble locating them, shoot me an email and I'll send you a link. So I have lots of Brenda Gervais in the box today, the box of goodies, because I love her stuff. And I think what happened was I was looking at the chart and it had a DMC color, because I always look at the back of them as I'm showing them to you guys, and it had a DMC color, and I just saw DMC. So my apologies. I stood corrected. Thank you for correcting me on that. Installment 1, 2, and 3 in no particular order because I'm not exactly sure of the hands-on design Christmas ornaments that came out. Love these. I have several of these, so you can get your hands on those. This needlework of mine, forever a stitch in time, and then you can put the date. I love this. This is Summer House Stitch Works. It's a little chart, 159 by 45. So it's, oh, okay, I'm not showing you anything. You can't see. So cute. And it's stitched with wool, but you could legit use whatever you want. I love that. That's happening for me. Lots of Nikki's creations in this order. I'm going to zip through these pretty quick. Nikki's Creations Primitives is from Italy, and I love her charts, and the pictures do not do them justice. House of Wool, Yuletide. So it's shown as finished as like a little hanger, but you don't have to do that. You can if you want. August Bee. Lots of bee lovers out there, especially springtime. Makes us think of the bees. House of Cooking. So she has a whole House of series. I love them. It's kind of like a cross-section of a house. So cute. I love my sheep because we love sheep and birds. Welcome Christmas. Also finished as a hanging with little lambs on it, but you don't have to do it that way. Befriend. This was a special order for a customer through Instagram, and I love the colors in this. There's birds, there's bunnies. It's very springtime-ish. I hope you guys love it as much as I do. I ordered a few extra when I ordered a special order for a customer because it was so cute. Animal Farm. All of the animals. Look how cute. This picture's horrible. I know that it's going to be vibrant when it's done because the colors are DMC, 11 colors. There's no way it's going to look like that muted, I don't think. But what are you going to do? Quilt of the holiday, quilt of the season, Halloween. There are quilt of the seasons, all of the seasons. Halloween, Christmas, which I don't really count as seasons, more as holidays. But spring, summer, winter, fall, I will get them all. I just made a rhyme. Love that. This was also a special order for a customer, and I had never seen it in person before, I guess. So I had to get it for myself and some extras for you guys. This is the Family Sampler by Little House Needleworks. It's a big old chart, 209 by 311, and it comes with directions on how to personalize your own pets, your own kids, your own partners, and your name, of course. I love that. So and there's little birds, naturally. We will definitely be making that one in the future. This was also a special order for a customer, the Weeping Tree Sampler. So these are $4.75 retail. So if you're on a budget and you want a sampler, this is the way to go. This is awesome. I really like this company. I've ordered a few more so that there'll be some in everybody's budget. But this says, "Here my work forever stands, the labor of two busy hands." How appropriate for us. Right? I love that. Back to Elizabeth's Needlework Designs, who I just really like lately. Antique Autumn Sampler. The frost is on the pumpkin. I say that all the time, and we hardly ever have frost, and I don't have pumpkin, so I must have heard that as a kid a lot. I don't know. But I always say, ooh, the frost is on the pumpkin. So when I saw that, I had to grab it. Elizabeth's Needlework Design. Fairy Tale Sampler. How cute is this? I love his grandfather clock. It speaks to me. In the carriage. So many cute things on this one chart. Lots of little motifs. It'll be super fast stitch. Love that. Love this one. Antique Bee Sampler. So when I first got this, I saw the sewing bee, and that was what attracted me initially. And then I looked at all the bees, and then on the back, bonus, I'm going to use this chart to cover it up. It comes with a free smalls chart, which is not really that small. The free bonus chart is 59 by 123. So I know that one's going to sell quick because it's got beautiful colors, beautiful lettering, and bees. Speaking of bees, Elizabeth Needleworks Design. Simply Bees. This is just bees. I like it. They're going in all different, well, 4 different directions. That's cool. Gentle Lamb Sampler by Elizabeth's Needlework Designs. This one says, a black sheep. Oh, I see. I'm not going to read this. It's like an alphabet, and then when you get to the letters that have to do with what you see, the words are represented. So like you, lamb, sheep, wool. Love it. So cute. Okay. Let's talk Blackbird designs real quick and real briefly. Quick and briefly. I'm obsessed with the Beatles. I always have been. To me, the Beatles were so far ahead of their time musically that when I introduced Sarah to the Beatles, she was probably around 7 or 8 years old. I have a hair in my awesome white Russian lip gloss. When I introduced her to the Beatles, she was probably 7 or 8, and we had I think it's Nintendo. We had the video game Rock Band where you could like play along and sing along, and she did all of the Beatles songs that they had on there, which she absolutely loved. I'm sure it was Beatles Rock Band now that I think about it. Anyway, so the Magical Mystery Tour series is a series of 6 charts that celebrate the Beatles and their Ed Sullivan Show appearance on the United States television. I think they're all in stock right now. If they're not, I'll order more because they're selling out every time I order them, which is amazing. So I know that there's a lot more Beatles fans out there and Blackbird fans out there. So I think I showed some of the other ones, Eleanor Rigby and Blackbird, in previous videos. This video, I have Yellow Submarine. I love this. I did a thing and I ordered myself all the fancy floss for this because it's popping on this fabric, and this fabric is old cedar plank, which I also bought myself because I can't wait to do this. This is so cute. So Yellow Submarine, check, we have that. Octopus's Garden, look at this. Stop what you're doing and look up. Look at all the, even if you're not a Blackbird fan, that's totally cool. Or I should have said Beatles fan, but you know what I mean, same. Love, love, love. The Long and Winding Road. This is finished on a shaker box. You don't have to do that. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to frame it and put it with everything else. I'm going to put it in a circle frame because circle frames are amazing. If you're into circle frames, when I was at Walmart this week, I found 3 for $4 a piece, and they're like in stock, fully in stock. It wasn't like in a clearance rack or anything. So if you're hunting circle frames, check Walmart. They were actually pretty nice for $4. I mean, I'm sure you get what you pay for, but I don't mind a $4 frame if I can get my hands on one. So Long and Winding Road. So Eleanor Rigby, Blackbird, Long and Winding Road, Octopus's Garden, Yellow Submarine, and Strawberry Fields Forever. Also, Strawberry Fields Forever is in stock at the site. I have more coming, and there are currently 2 sales going on. Stitching Social has a sale, which I think they're done, but of course you can still use the hashtag and see what everybody else is doing. If they're not done, they're close to it. And I'm going to start stitching that with Tiffin Stitches, Tiffany, and I don't know who else is going to be stitching that at the same time, but it's happening. I'm sure most of you watch Priscilla and Chelsea. I kitted up for you for your purchasing convenience. Priscilla's Top 10 Fancy Floss. So these are beautiful. You get Weeping Willow, Queen Bee. I can't even see these. Stepping Stones, Pebble Beach, Hickory Sticks, Old Blue Jeans, Ribbon Red, English Ivy, Barn Door, and Chalk. I'm hoping that Chelsea will give us her list, but this is a good start, and I'm sure some of it will overlap because they do a lot of the same type of charts. So I have a few of those left. If you want the pack, they're all tied together conveniently for you. I'm going to just try to pick all this up because I keep reaching out of the way here. All right, that didn't work. Halloween in the Rain. I may have showed this before. Cory Bottakori. I love this. Whimsical and Halloweenish. I know I showed it because I remember talking about this, so forgive me for my repetition, but too cute not to talk about again. I talked about this. This is the Prairie Life sampler. That's my current WIP that I showed a few moments ago. I have some of these in stock. If your LNS was not at Market, which I wasn't because I wasn't an online needlepoint, I wasn't an ONS yet, but they're now available. So you can probably get those a lot of places. This was a customer order. I had to order extra few for the shop because I love it. Anna Grader, 1812, The Scarlet House. I love this. I love the way it's all multicolored. Super cute. So I have a few of those. Bendy Stitchy Stitch Along Alert. Letters from Mom. This is Jeanette Douglas. This is going to be a series. The next one comes out, I believe, in May. If you order it for me and you want to stay on the list for autos, just let me know. I will put you on the list. I will PayPal you when the new shipments come. This is lovely. It has a ton of information inside. It was started as a chart project when Jeanette Douglas's daughter went away to college. She was feeling the feels about that, and it's really good. If you want all the information, check out Bendy Stitchy's video where she fangirls like crazy about it, and she interviews Jeanette Douglas, and it's amazing. Everything about it's amazing. So I've sold a ton of these already. I still have a few in stock, and I will be getting the additional installments. The one thing to tell you about this chart that kind of scared me off about it a little bit, and I believe in being transparent and honest, is that it has a boatload of required colors from all the different floss places that you can think of. Yeah, so know that going in. I don't want to hide that from anybody. There is a lot of floss colors, but it's beautiful. It will be beautiful. And you probably have most of them anyway, right? That's what I tell myself. This was a customer request. I ordered an extra few for the shop. This is Forests of Sumatra by Ink Circles. Long Dog Stitcher. I feel like you would definitely do this. That's DAWG for those of you who don't know how awesome Jenny is. Yeah, this is cool. And it has a lot of info, story on the back about it. So I would have never probably purchased this for the shop, but someone asked me to, and then when I saw it, I was like, wow. I mean, I'm intimidated by this, but if you're into like the ink circles, This is a beautiful one. And along with that, that same customer ordered Reflections of Norway. This one's not quite as intimidating to me because it's not so big, but when you really get to looking, there's so much detail. There's like little, as what, moose or elk. I'm not sure what they have in Norway, but it's beautiful. 115 by 115 is the stitch count on this. So if you wanted to try something new that you were scared to get into a giant ink circles, well, this is a cute one. You could do this in any color, but I really love the color it's done in. Northern Light Silk by Gloriana is what the model was stitched in, but make it your own. Do your thing. Do it how you want to. Okay, that brings us to the Brenda Gervais stockpile. All my Brenda Gervais fans, let me move all this other stuff out of the way. Forgive me for making a racket and leaning off frame. And almost falling out of my stool. Okay, so I'm going to continue to try. Okay, all that's out of the way now. I'm going to continue to try to purchase older Brenda Gervais charts because I love them. I know they're not super easy to find, especially if you don't have a local LNS. And I know that Brenda does have an online shop where you can get all of her stuff. I have been on that site a few times, and there are times that she turns it off, which I think is very reputable. If you know that you've got family things going on, you can't get to your shop at that time, I think it's much better to turn the shop off or put it on vacation and do your thing, then come back and be amazing. And I'm pretty sure that's how that goes with her. I will be taking a short trip in June for like 3 or 4 days, but I'll let you guys know well in advance of that. So that will happen. Brenda Gervais. Lots of colors in the Priscilla pack are represented in these charts. If they're not, they could be substituted. She generally does weeks and classic colorworks and gentle arts, but you can make it your own and do your own thing. Here we go, rapid fire. In season. I love this. Stars and Stripes. Grand Old Flag. I mean, stitchy stuff and patriotic stuff and Brenda Gervais in the same. I mean, can you believe it? I'm looking at the colors, and absolutely none of them are in Priscilla's Floss pack, but you could totally do it. You could make it happen. You could use old blue jeans for that if you wanted to. Springtime Messenger. Bird on gingham. A spring greetings bouquet. Look at this. I'm gonna have to do this. I'm not a big bunny person, but I love it. There's not a single bird on this chart, and I love it. Lady Liberty. I feel like I would do this on a different fabric where her skirt popped a little bit more, but that's just me. You can do it however you want to. This one is happening. This is in my Mania plans, which I haven't solidified yet, but Merry Noel. Redbird. I'm convinced that redbirds, this is a very common assumption that redbirds are visitors from our past, you know, our angels who watch over us. And my grandfather was a Baltimore Oriole baseball player. I think I've said that 1,000 times. But they were birders. They lived in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. He worked for CSX Railroad, and they had a huge bird station, which is, I loved my Meemaw. Like, my Meemaw was one of the most influential women in my life and in my daughter's life, even though my daughter's never met her, because I say Meemaw this and Meemaw that. She was a Canadian immigrant. She came into the United States, into New York. She became a very powerful woman in her own right. She worked for Eastern Airlines for many years. She worked for Bob Mackie. She was a professional woman in business before professional women did much more than be secretaries, which I think is fantastic. She actually retired. She was just a firecracker, a very tiny, lovely, classy, beautiful firecracker. And that's what I think about when I think of Redbirds, because she loved birds. She had lots of porcelain birds in the house, and also a lot of hummels, which are one thing that she collected that I don't. I have her hummels. And then she also collected Yadro figurines from Spain, which I have a few of those that belong to her too. But I loved my Meemaw. I'll have to show you. I'll show you a picture in my next video of her in her wedding dress. It's a showstopper. I mean, I absolutely loved. My mom gifted me the photograph, and it's 11 by 13, and it's beautiful. Loved it. So, Redbirds, Christmas. Redbirds all year round. You know, I love the birds anyway. I have a special place in my heart for cardinals, a special place in my heart for mockingbirds. Watch my previous videos and you'll know all about my obsession with Harper Lee and To Kill a Mockingbird. And what else? Of course, I love blackbirds. I'm delighted to host a murder here almost daily. It's a very rare occurrence that I don't see them. My red-winged blackbirds that live in my seagrass, I've talked to you guys about that, and we have a ton of wrens and a ton of finches and titmice, which are a bird locally here. We have 2 giant blue herons that, when I say giant, they're like 5 feet tall. They are the most elusive birds. If I'm sitting outside, they will walk right up to me and try to take whatever I have. If I'm drinking a cup of coffee, they want the coffee. If I'm eating, they want the food. But the second I have my camera, they scream and fly away. Like, even if I just pick my phone up, it's like they know. It's the weirdest thing. So blue herons, they feed down at the beach all the time. And a few cranes, white ibis. I'm nerding out talking about birds. I'm sorry. This is not what you're here for, but I love all the birds and have lots of birds. So, one final chart with a bird on it. Freedom for all. That fella's wearing a hat. We also have bald eagles here, which I think is crazy that we do. I remember when I was a kid, and I'm in my 40s, so that'll tell you, the bald eagle was endangered, and I think it's since been moved to the protected list off of endangered, but you never saw bald eagle here, and they are everywhere. We have a few falcons that come, and I'm pretty sure the falcons try to eat the squirrels, but hey, it's the food chain, right? All God's creatures, they do their thing. I have a giveaway. This giveaway I will draw off of the previous video. I just wanted to show you and let you know I didn't forget. So this is Basket of Eggs by Shakespeare's Peddler. It's a full kit, came to me directly from Teresa Bennett. I haven't forgotten this. So I'm going to draw this off of the previous video, and I will post on a post of that. So don't enter for this, because this is going to a new home when I get done uploading this video. However, you can enter for this. This is candle chicking, and it's done in the candle wicking technique, which I have no idea how to do that. But on the back, there is a link to the video that Teresa shows you how to do this. So if you're interested in winning this chart, you know the rules. Don't say giveaway, be over 18. I will ship anywhere in the world. I don't care about that for this. Say something about chickens in your comment, and then I'll know that you want to be entered. I will draw for this next Sunday. So do that. Okay, that's it. 33 minutes of rapid fire. Maybe not so rapid because I digressed a few times. Going through charts. Thank you all so much for your kind comments. I especially am thankful for the people who are shopping. Not only shopping my site, but taking a second to message me and let me know, hey, my chart got here so fast. Thank you so much for the service. That makes me feel really good. It makes me feel like I'm doing exactly what I set out to do with the shop. And I'm not perfect. I've made a mistake or two, but you guys have been very gracious with that too. I just said you guys again. I'm so sorry. I don't know that I can break that habit. I don't mean it to be. I don't even mean it to happen. It just does, right? But anyway. I love y'all. Have a wonderful Sunday. I'm going to run to do a few errands, grab me a coffee because Mama needs a coffee. And that's it for today. So I love y'all. Have a blessed week. I will see you soon. Check the shop sites. Join Gulf Coast Stitches community if you haven't. Make sure... Oh, one more thing I wanted to mention. Stitch Along Alert with Bendy Stitchy. Painted Wings. I don't have a copy of it with me, but it's in my last video if you want to go look at Painted Wings. I know I'm going to stitch it, I know Michelle's going to stitch it, and I'm pretty sure Heather, the Perfectly Perfect Stitcher, is going to be wrangled into stitching it, and I might be able to wrangle Tiffany into stitching it, so join us! If you don't have it, grab it at the shop. We haven't announced any dates or anything yet, but it's Kathy Barrick. It is absolutely beautiful. You can make it your own in 1,000 ways, and I know that you'll love it. So that's it for today. I'm signing off. You guys leave questions or comments down below. If you're interested in the chicken chart, say chicken somewhere in your comment. And that's it. Love you guys. Have a great week.